Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, all friends. Welcome to this channel where we learn and contemplate stories full of wisdom from the prophets and apostles. On this occasion we will listen to the extraordinary story of a prophet known as his great miracles. This is the story of the prophet Musa alayhi salam. Hopefully we can take lessons from his life journey. Hundreds of years ago in the country of Egypt, a very cruel and arrogant king, namely Pharaoh, he oppressed the children of Israel and enslaved them, until one day he received a prediction that a baby would be born from the children of Israel who would later be the cause of his destruction. Do not want the prediction to come true, Pharaoh also issued a very cruel order. Every baby boy born from the children of Israel must be killed. However, Allah is Almighty. At a time full of worries, a baby boy will be born who will become his messenger. He is Musa alayhi salam. The mother who really loves her baby gets inspiration from God to save her. With full faith, he put Moses' baby in a chest and washed away into the Nile. For God's will, a chest containing a baby. Moses was carried away to the Pharaoh palace. When found, Pharaoh's wife Ratu Asiya felt in love with the baby. He begged her husband to be allowed to adopt him. Pharaoh also allowed, without knowing that the baby he maintained was a predicted child would be the cause of his fall. However, baby Moses refused to be breastfed by any woman in the palace. God also predestined his own biological mother to be his milk mother. In an amazing way, the prophet Moses could still be raised by his own mother even though he grew up in the palace environment. When he was an adult, the prophet Moses realized that he was not part of the pharaohs. He saw how the children of Israel were treated cruelly and their hearts were filled with the desire to help them. One day in an event, the prophet Moses accidentally killed an Egyptian man who oppressed an Israel. Because of that incident, he was forced to escape to Madian. In Madian, the prophet Moses met another prophet, the prophet Shu'aib alayhi salam, and married one of his daughters. A few years later, while on his way back to Egypt, the prophet Moses received a revelation from God in Mount Sinai. God chose him as a prophet and gave him a miracle, one of which was a stick that could turn into a snake and a bright shining hand. With full courage and faith, the prophet Moses returned to Egypt to face Pharaoh and convey the dua of monotheism, that there is no God but Allah. However, Pharaoh with his arrogance rejected the truth and instead challenged the prophet Moses in a fight against the palace wizards. However, with God's permission, the stick of the prophet Moses turned into a large snake that swallowed all of their magic. The magicians who witnessed the extraordinary event also believed to God, even though they were finally sentenced to death by Pharaoh.
Despite witnessing various signs of God's greatness, Pharaoh still refused to believe until finally Allah ordered the prophet Moses to bring the children of Israel out of Egypt. They were chased by Pharaoh and his troops to the Red Sea. At that moment, a big miracle occurred. With God's command, the prophet Moses raised his stick and the sea was split, creating a path for the children of Israel to cross. However, when Pharaoh and his troops tried to catch up, the sea closed and drowned them all. Pharaoh was killed in a state of kufr. That's the story of the prophet Musa alayhi salam, a prophet full of extraordinary struggles and miracles. The story he teaches us about the power of faith, determination in facing the trials, and the greatness of God who always helps his servants who are pious. Hopefully we can take lessons from this story and get closer to God. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe so as not to miss other Islamic stories. See you in the next video. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.